Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video. This is of course my WWE pay-per-view prediction videos for WWE Fastlane 2016, and to be honest I'm not extremely looking forward to it. To be honest, I think they should have just bloody renamed it Women Rematch Line, because there's so many rematches, there's so many matches in here we've seen many times, and I'm for one, I'm sick of these matches. I mean, they could be good matches, you know, at Fastlane, but just to the fact that we've seen them so many times, it's just bloody stupid, to be honest. Nobody wants to keep seeing the same thing over and over again. It just gets boring, repetitive, and yeah, it just loses people's interest. But anyway guys, yeah, let's get on to the predictions. So the first match is on the pre-show, or kickoff, whatever the hell it is. It is the United States Championship match between United States Champion Kalisto taking on Alberto Del Rio in a 2 out of 3 falls match. To be honest guys, I'm actually quite glad this is on the pre-show. I don't watch the pre-show, and I'm not really interested in this match. Again, we've just seen this match so many times. They've swapped the title between them a few times, and yeah, I'm just getting really sick of seeing these two go up against each other. I'm sick of the League of Nations as a whole, to be honest. And yeah, Del Rio, in my opinion, he's good in the ring, don't get me wrong, but I just think his character's boring. WWE have done nothing to improve his character from what he was when he was originally in the WWE. When he first came in the WWE, I thought he was interested with fancy cars and things. But since he's done away with that, he's not really got much of a personality apart from being in the League of Nations. But yeah, my prediction, guys, it's going to be Kalisto. Kalisto's not had the title long enough. I don't really see why they'd give it back to Del Rio again, unless they want to, keep this going until WrestleMania, which, wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, quick prediction, guys, I'm going to say Kalisto. Del Rio will get the first pinfall, or the first fall, and then Kalisto will get the next two to win, 2-1, and yeah, Kalisto to win, and I want Kalisto to win, I quite like Kalisto. Again, WWE's not really giving him much of a personality, much of a character. Who knows? Who knows what will happen? But yeah, I'm going to say Kalisto to win. Next match we have is AJ Styles taking on Chris Jericho. Again, AJ Styles, I've not really given him that much a character either. I like him. He's great in the ring. He looks like a star. In my opinion, great in the ring, is a star. And yeah, I really don't see why they'd give Jericho the win. Obviously they've had one pinfall each. AJ won the first one, Jericho won the second, which was quite an early defeat for AJ Styles. I thought he'd have a long undefeated streak up to WrestleMania or something. But yeah, I don't see why Jericho would win this match. What would be the point of Jericho winning it? He's going to go off with Fuzzy soon. Give the push, give the momentum to the young guy. And yeah, AJ Styles, I think I'll win this match. I'm pulling for AJ as well. I mean, I like Chris Jericho, but again, it would kind of annoy me just because Jericho's not really going anywhere, to be honest. So yeah, AJ Styles has to win. So yeah, AJ Styles. Oh god. Next match we have is the 6-man tag. We have Ryback, Big Show and Kane taking on the Wyatt family, who I'm guessing is going to be probably everybody but Bray Wyatt. Probably it'll be Luke Harper, Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman probably, with Bray Wyatt at ringside. I'd like Bray Wyatt to be in this match, but I don't think he's going to be. And for this match, I can only see this going the way of the Wyatts. I mean, I think they've got to really, build up the Wyatt family. And, Big Show, Kane, and Ryback, they're not really going anywhere. Obviously, Big Show turned face, so, a face and heel turn for the Big Show. It's like the 6,000th time. He might turn heel in this match and, turn on his partners, walk out on his partners. You've got to keep those bloody, face and heel turn numbers up for the Big Show. So I wouldn't be surprised by that. But yeah, apparently there's rumours that, well, I think this is actually going to happen. Bray Wyatt is taking on Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. That's apparently going to happen. I'm not sure about Braun Strowman and Undertaker. I hope it doesn't happen. I think that would be a really boring match. Just Braun Strowman, man, he's boring. He really bloody is. I'd actually bloody Luke Harper taking on Undertaker and Braun Strowman. But never mind. Yeah, prediction wise, guys, Wyatt family to win, and of course pulling for the Wyatt family as well. Next isn't a match, it's just a little a promo or a segment. I think this could turn into a match, but it's a New Day basically appearing on the Cutting Edge Peep Show. I wouldn't be surprised if the Usos come out and just put themselves in a title match. Wouldn't be surprised. That'd bore me to death. I'm sick of seeing New Day against Usos, but again, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, this could be quite humorous, you know, with Edge and Christian. Obviously, they're actually quite funny, you know, characters, and of course, the New Day's bloody hilarious as always. So yeah, it could be quite a funny segment, but yeah, I'll probably wait till a match with the Usos. That's my prediction for that. And if so, the Usos will probably win and win the titles. If that happens. Better not happen. Next match we have is the Divas Championship match between the Divas Champion Charlotte taking on Brie Bella. What I would love to see in this match is for Daniel Bryan to be at ringside with Brie Bella. I think that would be, you know, absolutely fantastic. Obviously Charlotte's got Ric Flair, and for Brie Bella to have Daniel Bryan at ringside, that would just be absolutely fantastic. If that does happen, it probably won't. I think Brie Bella would probably win. You know, obviously just to have the whole interaction with the Daniel Bryan thing. The crowd, I think, are going to be like fully behind Brie Bella. I think there's going to be a lot of yes chants. But to be honest, I can't see anything apart from a Charlotte win, unless, like say, Daniel Bryan's at ringside with Brie Bella. That'll just get the fans going, I think, if Brie Bella won. But yeah, I think Charlotte's going to win. Probably some interference from Ric Flair as always. It's predictable crap, to be honest. But yeah, I think they're going to have Sasha Banks and Charlotte at WrestleMania. So yeah. So it doesn't make sense for Charlotte to win. So prediction, Charlotte to win. I'd like to see Brie Bella win. Obviously with Daniel Bryan retiring, I think it would be, you know, I think the fans would really, really appreciate it. But again, I don't think it's going to happen. So yeah, prediction, Charlotte to win. And we have another Divas match. Why? I'm a big fan of Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch, but why a tag match? Normal tag matches are boring enough as they are without a women Divas tag match as well. But we've got the team of Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks taking on Tamina and Naomi. Alright, Team Bad. But Team Bad are bad. So, quick prediction guys, Becky Lynch, Sasha to win. Could, you know, they could fall out, could put themselves off and like Team Bad win. But to be honest, that would kind of like ruin the momentum. They need to have Becky Lynch and, you know, Sasha Banks winning. And then they'll probably have like a match near WrestleMania to decide who goes and faces Charlotte at WrestleMania. So yeah, prediction guys, Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. And of course, pulling for them as well. Next match we have is the Intercontinental Championship match between the Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens taking on Dolph Ziggler in like their 12th match. I've had so many matches again, it's just getting beyond the point of ridiculous. I'm really, you know, sick of seeing these two. I'm a big fan of Kevin Owens. And, you know, Dolph Ziggler is quite decent in the ring. But I'm just sick of seeing these two fighting each other. I just don't think... You know, some of the matches have been okay, but some of them have just been really boring. I'm starting to get really bored of the feud. If you can even call it a feud, it's just them two fighting each other over and over and over again. They should have made it like a, I don't know, a last man standing match or a no DQ or, you know, something like that. You know, but it's just another singles match which you've seen on Raw and SmackDown over and over again, so... I'm not bothered. Kevin Owens to win since he's, you know, he's not had the title long. He just won it on Raw. So yeah, what would be the point of him losing it already? So prediction, Kevin Owens to win, and of course pulling for Kevin Owens. And that brings us to the main event, the triple threat match to determine who will fight Triple H for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. We have Dean Ambrose taking on Roman Reigns, taking on Brock Lesnar. And there's only, in my opinion, only two outcomes. It's going to be either Dean Ambrose or Roman Reigns. I think the Wyatt family could come out and attack Brock. And obviously I think they're going to be doing Bray Wyatt and Brock at WrestleMania. So yeah, that's Brock Lesnar out of the equation. I think Brock Lesnar could dominate for a long spell. And then it looks like he's going to win the match and then the lights go out and he gets attacked with the Wyatt family. That'll probably be how to do it. And I'm hoping for a Dean Ambrose heel turn. That would just be absolutely bloody fantastic. He would be such a good heel. It's bloody unbelievable, he really bloody would. But to be honest, I can only see this going one way, and that's for Roman Reigns to win, because obviously they've been building up Roman Reigns. They've made it pretty clear that he's like the main guy in the WWE at the moment. It's the guy that they want to give the push to, even though the fans are just... They're not buying it, they're not enjoying it, they're not enjoying Roman Reigns, they're just not a big fan of Roman Reigns. Obviously you're going to have kids like him and, you know, girls like him, you know, Roman Reigns, you know. But yeah, the majority of the audience are not behind Roman Reigns. In this match they're going to be supporting probably Dean Ambrose the most. and then, you know, Brock Lesnar. But yeah, Roman Reigns will be getting booed again, probably. And then what they're going to do at WrestleMania, have Roman Reigns against Triple H, and Roman Reigns get booed again. Everyone's supporting Triple H, even though Triple H is supposed to be the bad guy. You know, it's, I don't know, it's screwed up. The only way fans accept this if either Brock Lesnar wins or Dean Ambrose, especially Dean Ambrose. I think he is so bloody over with the crowd. And yeah, Dean Ambrose, full supporting Dean Ambrose, but as far as predictions goes, guys, I just can't see anything but a Roman Reigns win. Sad but true, but yeah, Roman Reigns to win, that's my prediction. So anyway guys, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, guys. Let me know what you think of some of these matches. Who do you think is going to win the main event? Are you enjoying AJ Styles? Are you looking forward to Fastlane? And yeah guys, just talk about anything you want, really. The match that I'm most looking forward to is definitely the main event. You know, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. I'm a big fan of like triple threats, fatal four-ways, stuff like that. And yeah, I think it could be a real good match. Just, I think the outcome's going to be quite predictable. As for my least favourite match on the card, probably Ryback, Big Show and Kane taking on the Wyatts. Either that or Becky Lynch and Sasha taking on Naomi and Tamina, probably. But anyway, yeah, that's my prediction, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll catch you all in the next video. And as always, guys, enjoy the show.